Yo, what's up? So today we're going to be talking about a very serious topic, and that topic is Plants vs Brainrots dead? Because a lot of people have actually been asking me that. And also, I've been seeing it on Discord, and I've also seen a few people be quitting as well, which is obviously not a good sign. Definitely make sure to leave a like and you subscribe. Sometimes I do giveaways and stuff like that. So definitely subscribe and leave a like, and let's get straight into this because, yeah, I thought this would be an interesting video today. Now, my honest opinion, do I think Plants vs Brainrots is dead? Now, honestly, I'm going to say no. I do not think this game is dead. I think it's definitely had a little bit of a decline, obviously. But to be honest with you, though, every single Roblox game always has its peak and then it always has its like decline. You know what I'm saying? Like, no Roblox game ever lasts forever. I mean, even if I talk about all the pet sim games, BGSI, prospecting, which are kind of games I've played in the past before I got to this game, they've all started really well and then obviously had a massive decline. So, you know, it was inevitable that this game would eventually have somewhat of, you know, less players than when it did initially. But do I think it's dead? No, I do not think this game is dead. Because even now, the player count, right now, the player count is 106k. I mean, it's very hard for me to say a game is dead when it's sitting with over 100,000 players. Do you know what I'm saying? Because some of the previous games I was playing, you know, the numbers went down to like 5k, and I was still arguing that they weren't dead. So, I mean, this game is like a whole nother level of like popularity, obviously, compared to previous games I've played on this channel. But yeah, to say it's dead with over 100k concurrent players is pretty mad. But I will agree with some of you that I've seen on the Discord and stuff saying that the game potentially has had somewhat of a decline. Obviously, it's not as popular technically as it was like a few weeks ago or even like a few months ago at this point, which somehow this game is like 3 months old now or something. Crazy how fast time has gone. I can't even lie. So I suppose the correct way of saying it is technically the game is dying, but it's not dead, if you get what I mean. I still think we've got like a few months left of this game still being pretty good and popular, to be honest with you. I genuinely do think that. Because like I said, it's not even the devs' fault. That's just kind of the cycle for Roblox games. Obviously, you know, they live and then they eventually die. Although, well, some people do say it is the devs' fault. Actually, let me know in the comment section your opinions on this. Obviously, a lot of you will probably be disagreeing with what I'm saying, so definitely write down in the comment section. I'll be reading every comment, so yeah, I'm genuinely curious to see what you guys have got to say, because there are a lot of people saying that the game is losing players and stuff because, you know, some of the devs, for example, I remember seeing one comment saying that the game was way too pay to win and stuff like that, which I can somewhat see, I guess. I mean, there definitely are some pay to win features, but once again, I mean, what Roblox game isn't pay to win at this point? But yeah, a lot of people weren't happy with the fact that obviously this game is kind of pay to win at times. But yeah, also another thing I want to bring up before I forget, basically I think another massive reason for why this game might be taking a little bit of a hit in terms of player count is probably because one of the biggest Roblox teams, I'm pretty sure this game was like #1 for months and months and months, and it's kind of fell off a lot from what I've heard. I mean, I was never really truly into it, but of course, I'm talking about Grow a Garden. So if you don't know, by the way, Jandal, who is kind of like the owner of this game, I believe, basically he owns this game, and obviously he also owns a massive game called Grow a Garden. And Grow a Garden was obviously #1 on Roblox for like, honestly, I would say like 6 months or something. Well, alongside like Steal a Brain Run stuff. But I think Jandal recently said for Grow a Garden that he was stepping back and kind of gave someone else like the owner rank of Grow a Garden, I'm pretty sure, from the knowledge that I know anyway. So obviously Grow a Garden has kind of fell off a bit. I mean, to be completely honest with you, I mean, I'm saying it's fallen off, but I've just checked here and it actually says it's got 143k players right now. So clearly, I mean, it's still very popular, but in comparison to what Grow a Garden was before, like, you would never see Grow a Garden under like 1 million players. You know what I'm saying? So technically it's like 10x less than what it was like a few months ago. So don't get me wrong, you know, Grow a Garden is still popular, but it's not quite as big as it once was. Now, the reason I'm like mentioning this is just because I feel like with the decline of Grow a Garden as well, that probably doesn't help Plants vs Brainrots. So obviously it's kind of in the same genre, if you know what I'm saying. And also it is kind of owned by the same developers. So Jandal obviously owns Squirrel Garden and Plants vs Brainrots. But yeah, I thought I'd just mention that because I feel like that might have a significant reason to why Plants vs Brainrots might also be declining a little bit. So I mean, I know for me, for example, like I don't plan on quitting this game anytime soon, to be honest with you, at least for the rest of December anyway. I mean, maybe in January I might think about moving to other games and stuff, but I do actually enjoy making content on this game. I won't even lie. I knew the first time I ever played this, I knew this was definitely a game that I could definitely get into, and obviously it turns out that I was right at the time. So obviously this is kind of like the only game I upload at the minute. So I guess if this game sinks, I guess I'll go down with it at this point. I don't know. But like I said, I'm pretty sure this game still has like many months of life and, you know, good updates left. Like I don't think it's not just gonna die instantly. So like right now it's on like 100k concurrent players. It's not just gonna go from 100k players down to like 10k within the space of a week. Like I don't think that's possible. I think that maybe every day it's just going to go down maybe slightly, like a very slow, steady decline, probably. That's probably the most likely outcome. Obviously, that's not something I want, by the way. I mean, if it was up to me, I would keep this game alive forever. I won't lie. I mean, to be honest with you, I would make it so it had 1 million concurrent players every single day. That would be amazing. And that would be really good for viewership as well. I can't even lie. But yeah, I guess another few reasons is probably like maybe people are getting a bit bored, I suppose, a bit repetitive. Because obviously when this game first came out, like it was such a fresh idea. It was actually so nice. Like it was very unique. Well, you know, I say unique. I mean, obviously we all know it's based off Plants vs Zombies. But, you know, they definitely did that idea very well. Like the way they implemented this to Roblox using the 2 most popular titles. So like Steal a Brainrot was the most popular at the time, and also Grow a Garden was the most popular at the time. So the fact that they combined both of the 2 most popular games in the world and then created this game was honestly very, very genius. And whoever came up with the idea to combine both of those games into one like this definitely deserves a raise for sure, because it was a very, very smart business plan for sure. I guess just to summarize this video, pretty much, do I think the game is dead? Absolutely not. Do I think it's potentially dying? Yes. I guess it is kind of declining / dying a little bit. And it probably will have a slow death until eventually it fades out, I suppose. But also, you know, the opposite could happen, I guess. Like the developers could release some crazy updates or something to keep the game alive. I'm not sure how they would do it, but I guess that is also another timeline. Like this game could potentially go on for years, which would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, to have years out of this game, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, obviously I would be down for it, but I'm not sure the most of the player base would stick around for years, unless they were to make like some serious massive changes, I guess, and have like extremely big updates. I don't even know. The thing is, I don't even know what they would add to keep it going for that long. But if you've got any ideas on how the devs could keep the game alive, like maybe you've got some fresh ideas that's obviously not in the game already, definitely write it down in the comment section. Also, maybe there's something in the game that you don't like and maybe they could remove it and you think it would benefit the game. Also write that down below, because you never know. If I see some really good ideas, I might even try and forward them to one of the devs or something. Oh wait, look. Oh, by the way, I can claim my day 11. Beautiful. Here we go. Let's claim that right now. The Berber ornament or the eggplant ornament. I don't even know. Which one do I choose? I'm just going to click randomly. And now, okay. All right, we've got the eggplant. Wait, the eggplant is going off of the square. But yeah, appreciate you for watching. Definitely leave a like, subscribe, comment down below your opinion, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.